We are here. This is You Can't Make This Shit Up. We are your hosts, Joel Hawksley at UCF and David Washington here in South Carolina. We are broadcasting remotely. We are your political innovators here at the J and Washington Network. And again, thank you for being a part of our community. Please, again, like, share our content, and we love to hear what you have to say about what we present to you. We will love to hear facts. Bring your facts, not your feelings, but we love to hear what you have to say, your comments, and we will respond accordingly. Joel,
Well,
we're going to talk about.
this is a feeling based talk discussion today. So
Here we go.
yeah, we're going to be talking about feelings and what happens when you deal with feelings, how much money it costs you, and how much So we're going to talk really in depth today. Let me give you a little. Today on the show, we're going to be looking at Stephen Miller and his claim that Target needs to be punished due to the LGBTQIA plus Pride campaign. The lawsuit costs a lot of money, but are they worth it? Were investors truly defrauded, or is this backwards cancel culture? Nice. You gotta tell those innovative interns that associates. They do a wonderful job at that. So it's great reading it. Man, this is going to be great for me. I love this conversation.
Right. So Stephen Miller, he's the former senior advisor to the President Trump White House, and he is working with an organization called America First Legal, and they are suing Target for defrauding the shareholders because of their support of their LGBTQ Pride campaign this past year. And I don't know where this lawsuit's going, Joel. You're a former employee of Target, and Target offers some great deals. Go ahead, Joel.
No, I mean, Target's. So let's look at Target. Target's audience is females between around the age of 40. A store makes its profit. A store makes its profit, on its clothing sales. So one thing you'll notice about a Target store, they always wrap the hard lines, which is what we call it, all the sale items around the clothes. So now that you know the secret, you're still going to buy the stuff you're going to buy. You have to buy. You're going to see the outfit you want to wear on the way out. So that's how it works. It's nothing more than that. And the campaigns that we put on, or the things that we support, we try to be culturally sensitive. But headquarters can do anything. It's recognized. It recognizes all kinds of different things. Don't know what they've done for Black History because I haven't been with them for a long time. But to take on a campaign about pride, it's a limited campaign. It's not like it's overwhelming, and it's not Bud. It's not Bud Light.
Right.
This is not a Bud Light situation. Bud Light went totally against its demographics, and this is not against the demographics of the shopper of Target.
Right. Target has a long history of supporting LGBTQ rights.
Absolutely.
So like you were saying, this is not going against, the grain of their past actions. And granted, when conservatives reacted and protested Target because of their campaign, their clothing campaign that promoted pride, LGBTQ rights, the stock price did go down. And so the basis of the lawsuit is that, because of their support, because of this particular campaign, they defrauded the shareholders by causing the stock prices to go down due to this support. And so that's just
So let's look at this closely, because you're right. Here's where the difficulty. It's not like I'm suing about, death in my family from a vaccine, which several of those lawsuits, are being very successful because you were mandated to do something. Nobody was mandated to invest in Target. People pulled out. The people that pulled out of Target, did they actually pull out of Target because of the campaign? You can't. You have to prove this in the court. This is going to be
Right.
the most difficult. So where are those dollars? If you're the guy or gal that's investing into this organization that is taking this lawsuit for pure publicity, because there's a very slim chance that you win this thing. Because look,
Yes.
talk about the SEC and where this action should actually be. This is the SEC thing. The SEC didn't get involved, so there's no defrauding. The SEC is the organization we have in place for this. So have fun. All of this is a big publicity stunt, and it costs you, the donor of the organization, the money, and then it costs you again on the tax dollars that are spent in the courtroom. All this money being spent is it's a waste. And it's just like when I talk about a law being put in place, and that law being so challengeable. Like, really?
Yeah.
You're going to tell a business what to do? That's not the role of government. So I'm so glad you bring this one up, because this is, Target didn't do like Bud Light. They didn't go out of their way to slap their consumer in the face. Some stockholders moved out and went to something different. They had that right.
I don't understand the conservative legal activism that conservatives have over and over stated that the liberals are known for. This is clearly legal activism on the part of Stephen Miller in this organization, and using the courts to continue this so-called woke war or culture war that is nonsensical. I just don't see the legal basis for this particular case. And like you said, Joel, let businesses do what businesses do. There are rules to protect consumers, to protect the environment, to protect shareholders in place. But this particular lawsuit is mind-boggling. And again, I thought conservatives, like Stephen Miller, believed in small government, and to use the judiciary for this judicial activism is just mind-boggling to me. I'm boggled today. There's just so many things that are just doesn't compute for me from the conservative side.
Yeah. So this is conservatives not acting like conservatives, but they are doing we are the saints of the United States, and we have to save everybody from themselves. So this is for me, it makes no sense. To the people that go to Target, purchase stuff at Target, they don't mind spending a little bit extra sometimes on quality, and they're still going to shop there. You have your Walmart people, you have your Target people. The stock did not drop. You have to prove that it dropped because of this Pride initiative, and that would be just simply who instigated, the ban, or who did the protesting and all that stuff. See, the consumer, protested against Bud Light. The consumer is not. You're talking about the stockholder. Stockholder takes a risk by investing in that company. It knows what
That's
that
correct.
company is about. And that's why they shifted those that got to shift the money to another company. The stock is eventually going to go back up. So understand your stock market, understand your protections, and don't let other people do your fighting for you. This is ridiculous. This is a waste of your money if you're investing in it. And you got to get out of your feelings. You got to look at the lawsuit for what it is, right? I'm not doing feelings here. I'm being very honest with you. When you go into this thing, you should have thought, what are we doing here? So this is a publicity campaign. They know what the outcome is most likely going to be. They might be surprised because of all of the judicial, the judges that have been placed in there by the Trump administration. But remember, conservative judges also sometimes have to go with the law like they're supposed to. And I think that this is a frivolous lawsuit. And they'll be charged, they're going to have to pay for all the legal fees if they lose. So this is mind-boggling, like you said. You can't make this shit up. There's no reason that you should be in this lawsuit. And you know what? The target's on you. It's not on Target. That's my final.
Right. My final thought is that I'll echo what you said about the Bud Light campaign and the Target campaign here. Bud Light, what were they thinking? The demographic does not match the marketing campaign. The marketing campaign did not match with their demographic that loves Bud Light. I don't understand what the hell that was all about. And if I was a Bud Light, consumer, I would be like, oh, what? This is not what I identify with as far as the beer that I choose to drink on a regular basis. This is not, it just doesn't compute. In regards to this particular Target lawsuit, it boggles the mind, the judicial activism that Stephen Miller and this organization have moved towards suing Target because of their long history of supporting LGBTQ issues. It worked for them. It was profitable for them until conservative activists thought differently and found that the clothing line was a problem and that it was detrimental to children. No, it's not. And people have a choice of whether or not to, go to Target or not. You don't have to go. You don't have to make a big stink about it. You don't have to sue them. So that's my final word. Good luck, Stephen Miller. This is not going anywhere. Just drop the case. Just walk away. America First Legal, same thing. Just walk away from this.
I don't know what America First is, right? How this is America First. So again, please like, share, tell us, hey, if you're conservative and you agree with this lawsuit and you think I'm full of shit, tell me. But I don't come to this with feelings. So like, share, subscribe. We are innovators because we look at the whole picture. We're not afraid to take on the subjects, even that our party wants us to believe and live. Because we don't, again, I have a lot of feelings, but I don't bring them to the conscious, decisions I make. So thank you very much, David. And thank you, audience.
Thank you, Joel. Thank you, everyone. Like, share, comment. We love to hear what you have to say. We are your political innovators, like Joel said. We do our work, we study, we research, and we're here to bring the best people with the best ideas to represent their community. We'll talk to you soon.